It's important that the law is enforced. It's important that those people are taken care of. But what it also does is sends the message going forward.
And going forward could mean more power in the immigration overhaul. I'm Jesse Pagan.
And I'm Summer Knowles. Today, Governor DeSantis joined federal leaders to celebrate the recent crackdown, which he says has led to 1,100 immigration arrests.
In less than an hour, we're expecting demonstrators to hit the street, saying the government has gone too far. West 2 anchor Nancy Alvarez live near the Orange County Jail, where that rally will be happening. Nancy.
Hey guys, yeah, we're really seeing both sides of this very big issue on display in Florida today, with the governor this morning and now with this. Organizers are starting to gather here across from the Orange County Jail. Everyone here is essentially an immigration advocate, and they want to send a message today about these operations that we're seeing across the country, but specifically here in Orange County. Now, just a couple of hours ago, the governor's office released this video of Operation Tidal Wave. That's the name they gave to this immigration enforcement effort that in 1 week in April netted 1,100 arrests across Florida. Surrounded by officials from the Department of Homeland Security, DeSantis praised the collaboration between federal agents and local law enforcement agencies. The governor releasing a list of sheriff's offices that assisted ICE with this operation. Locally, that includes Brevard County, Orange, Sumter, and Volusia counties. And another list released by the governor breaks down the countries of origin of the people detained. The largest group, 437 people from Guatemala, followed by Mexico, Honduras, Venezuela, and El Salvador, among other places. According to the governor's office, 63% of those arrested had existing criminal arrests or convictions.
I think when you're dealing with people, millions and millions of people here illegally, you see some of these folks who have huge problems in their background with their conduct and really put our communities at risk. It's important that the law is enforced. It's important that those people are taken care of. But what it also does is sends the message going forward. The United States of America is serious about enforcing its immigration laws.
All right. Back out live, you're hearing those chants in English and Spanish. This group getting ready to walk to the Orange County Jail, where at last check, about 200 people are being detained right now on ICE holds. We're going to be talking to members of this group about their concerns with these operations and about another announcement actually from the governor today regarding the Florida National Guard. Today he said he had submitted a plan to allow members of the National Guard to actually serve as immigration judges to make these operations move even faster. And that speed also a concern for this group. We're going to be with them every step of the way as they head over to the Orange County Jail, and we'll have much more on their message coming up. For now, we're live in Orange County. Nancy Alvarez, West 2 News.